I got a problem. I got a strange addiction. Somebody help me. I need an intervention. It ain't alcohol or weed. There's just one thing that I need. I got an addiction to fruit trees. Got an addiction to fruit trees. I take a persimmon to breathe. Hey, the next one I'm getting jujube. Got an addiction to fruit trees. Peace, family. All right, quick garden tour. Quick tour of the garden. All right, so y'all already saw like the melons that are doing what they do in this bed. This is the doo-doo bed. So I actually have started my fall crops as well. So this here is a purple of Sicily cauliflower. That's both of these cups, and there's actually, I don't know if you can see it, there's a little sprout there. I put those in the ground about maybe 3 or 4 days ago. Here, I've got Snowball X cauliflower that's sprouting as well in these 2 cups. I like doing my starts in cups and putting them right outside. That may or may not be a bad idea with fall crops right now because we're probably going to get more hot days, but I figure like the vines that are in here will kind of shade out some of the sun, you know, from the way the sun travels. And I mean, worst case scenario, I'll plant some more if this doesn't work out. Up here, I have my mustard greens. So I've got 2 varieties of mustards. All right, so this one, I've got ABBJ mustard greens. And then this one I have GGDB mustard greens. So those are 2 varieties of mustard greens. Oh, y'all don't know what that means? All right, so, you know, I got to get my science on. I'm going to get my Farmer Q on real quick. So the ABBJ, that's the Angela's Busy Bees jumping mustard greens because the seeds that she gave me was like jumping, almost like they wanted to jump out the package. And the GGDB, that's the Gigi's Dime Bag mustard greens. You know, I don't even have to explain that. Y'all know what that is. This is my beautiful, sorry family, this is my beautiful Jamaican sorrel. She's looking wonderful. I mean, man, look, this is why I love this. I mean, look at the leaves, the red, like the burgundy stems. Look how thick, if y'all can see that, how thick the trunk is. Man, she's so luscious that you can't even get through there. The trunk is just thick and beautiful. So I've got 3 of them here. I'm just waiting for calyxes. You know, we'll see. These are some of my miters. This one is mad tall. I'm 6'4", so this has got to be at least like 6 feet. I've harvested some tomatoes off of this one, but we got some babies coming. That one, I'm probably going to take that either today or tomorrow, so just let it ripe on the windowsill. I heard a tip that, I can't remember who said it. If you take green tomatoes and wrap them in newspaper and put them in a dark area, it'll ripen real slow. So like in the cold months, you'll have tomatoes from your garden. So this is a beefsteak tomato. This one here is Better Boy. And the other ones here, this one here, which has a tomato. This one I took a tomato off earlier. I think these 3 up in the front are all beefsteaks. I've got some more fall stuff here. I've got early green broccoli in these 3 cups. And then these back here, I have Waltham 29 broccoli. So we got that going. I showed my ginger before, so this is ginger. I also have ginger in the other bed. This here is another squash. After the vine borers tore it up, I just planted some more. Here's another one. I think those are both, no, one is a crook neck, and then the other one is, I want to say it's a Ford hook, I do believe. Yeah, I think that's right. Squash vines. We got some butternut squash that's growing out here as well. Let me see if I can find one. Where's the little one I saw? Bear with me, y'all. Oh, here's one. That's one of them. I think we probably have like 4 or so over here. And of course the investment bed. I got my asparagus that we propped up because some of them was falling. It's funny because the plugs that I bought, the bare root plugs, those, they grew and they grew fast, but then a lot of them started leaning over. And so I staked it. But then before I got the plugs, I actually planted seeds that hadn't come up, but they came up later. That's one of them. And they actually are stronger than the bare roots that I got. So we've got a bunch of them. And it's funny because it's like they're growing in bunches. And I didn't really plant them that way. Here's some more that were seeds. This was an actual plug. Another seed and another plug leaning. I'm going to stake those up as well. We got some mushroom mass growing here. I'm going to harvest that and eat it. What kind of mushroom, you ask? I have no clue. But if it grows, it goes into my belly. Here's some strawberry plugs that are hanging in there. They're actually doing really well. And I've got more strawberries in a lot of the pots that I have my trees in. And I'll be transplanting those as well. Here's a baby butternut, if y'all can see that. I got a bunch of babies, but I have like maybe 3 or 4 bigums. This is the boxwood my mom's gave me. I'm sorry, Mom, but I'm gonna have to take this out. I'm probably in this little bed gonna move the Chicago Hardy fig, which is this one right here. I'll probably put that right there. I want to have like 1 or 2 in the ground just to see how they do in comparison to the ones that are in pots. Of course, it's my cone. I took Eco Neighbor's advice, and I thank you for that, bruh. I just fed them, and I'm going to leave them alone and see what they do. So let's go over to the side where the trees are. Oh, real quick, here's I call it my herb bed. So I got a few herbs in it, but this is comfrey. So everybody that I was sending comfrey out to, it'll be coming this week, I promise. Just had like an eventful week last week. So here's some chives. I got to cut that down. Here's some rosemary that I recently cut down. Some more rosemary. This is, I think this is either, it's not green onion. I think it's garlic, actually. Because I got some garlic planted around the edges here. So I believe that's garlic. This is oregano that I've been harvesting. And here's struggle, but I got to cut all of this. This is where the tree is. It like fell right next to all of this. So I'm just glad that it didn't hit it. So I cut most of the grass on this side. I still got a ways to go. But I had trees and stuff right here, so I couldn't really get along the edge of this area. But this is Struggleberry. Struggleberry's looking pretty. She's doing good. She ain't struggling no more. I think she's a Jersey blueberry, I believe. And then we have the pink lemonade blueberry. She's looking good. My elephant ears, they make noise at night. This is my Blu-ray blueberry. Looking good. And then this is the Jersey blue. So they're all looking real good. So, all right, let's go over to the trees. Just a real quick shot of this massive mess. I've been plugging away at it though. Look at my chainsaw, old reliable. Well, not old reliable, but this is my chainsaw I've been using to get the job done. It's an Echo CS490. And she cuts through it like butter. So I'm happy to have her. I had like a battery powered chainsaw that I got from Walmart, and I was using that for smaller stuff earlier in the season. But when we got this tree cut down, you know, I figured I needed to get something more heavy duty. So I already talked about my figs. I'm so happy about them. Like seriously, like I'm really excited about these fig trees. I'm excited about all of y'all too, but the figs is new, y'all know that. Sometimes they get a little jealous. Here's my struggle tomato plant. I don't know what's going on. Ooh, a praying mantis. Sup, dude? Sup, homie? What you having prayer about though? Oh, I'm interrupting too. My bad. All right, so here is my purple sweet potatoes. I gotta do something with these runners because I don't want them to touch the ground and then start making more potatoes underground that I can't really get to. But these here, the lighter colored leaves, this is navy beans. And I planted them with these purple sweet potatoes that I got from my sister Chrissy from Barefoot in the Garden. So Chrissy, if you're watching, they're doing really well. Here's runners and everything. These darker leaves, and they smell good, man. Oh my gosh. This is my peach that gave me the little peach. She's looking good. You know what? The thing I learned about the peach though, I should have just taken all the fruit off, because there's like a huge difference between the way she looks now and the way she was looking when she was bearing that fruit. She just looked like she was struggling. And now she's, you know, looking real luscious again. So, and of course I got strawberries in here. Oh, the three amigas. ¿Qué pasa, mamitas? These are my pomegranates. I'm gonna up pot them, and two of them I'll probably put like in the same 17-gallon container, and the other one I'll put close by. You know, if I don't just put all three, we shall see. Here's Junie Jujube with her jujubes. Look how beautiful her leaves are, man. I mean, they're so glossy. Nature is such a wonderful, wonderful force. But she's got quite a few jujubes on here. This one is actually blushing some, but I know they got to get a bit bigger than that. So here is my blackberry. I think this is called the Sweetie Pie blackberry. And Angela's Busy Bee, I want to thank her because in one of her recent videos, she talked about blackberries, how the old canes die and then it sends up new canes. Like this was looking really beautiful, but then it started getting like this. And I was like, oh shoot, something's killing it. And then I saw this and I was like, okay, well, it's not completely dead. Maybe I need to transplant it. Come to find out that's just the nature of it. So thank you for that, Angela. Angela's like the sweetest sister in the garden community, one of them. These are my mint plants that I've been cutting and using in teas, and it's like as fast as I cut them, they grow back just as fast. Now most of these pots have these luscious strawberries in them, and some of these strawberry plugs I'll transplant over to the investment bed. Some of them will stay here. This is my Hanafuyu. That's Jasmine, being jazzy, being sassy. She said she gonna outgrow her boyfriend. We'll see. This is Justin. This is my Ichikike gyro persimmon. I always have trouble with that. And of course we got strawberries in there. Some of these strawberries are Ozarks, some are Albion, and then some are called Honeyo. I, at this point, have no idea which one is which because, you know, I've transplanted and all types of stuff all throughout the season. So this has a bunch of strawberries in it. Now this is the tree that I tried to graft a branch onto. This is the rootstock from a tree that I bought from a online vendor a while back that didn't make it. Oh, here's my buddy. Y'all say hi. He's an ally. He's good with breaking down like all that wood stuff. He likes that. He's good with breaking all of that stuff down. So he's a composter. So don't be alarmed. Look how dark he is. He's beautiful. But anyway, yeah. So all of my grafts failed, and the thing that I learned with that is that, I should have waited until my trees got older. I mean, as soon as like it got warm, I'm ready to graft and stuff onto these babies. And I'm sure I put like some undue stress on them. So lesson learned. So this here is my red delicious apple tree. And I got a Concord grape vine here that I'm actually going to get different stakes here, like more substantial ones. And I'm going to have it trellis up the stakes and up this tree. And see, just to see how it goes. I've got strawberries in there as well. These were runners, and I'm gonna put them in this pot and have the strawberries going around. I'll have the grapevine going up and weave, and then I'll have, my red delicious apple tree. Hopefully it works out the way I'd like it to. So in here we planted some Navone yellow rutabaga. So we got rutabaga in here, and there's sprouts from those. So hopefully we'll get some rutabaga. Here we have our yellow delicious apple tree. Now my apple trees went through that fungal disease situation. And believe it or not, you probably can't tell by looking at it now. Why is this camera so light? Okay, there we go. They actually are recovering really, really well. So I'm proud of y'all, babies. Keep it up. This is a fig tree. This is my Olympia. I actually moved it it was over where the herb bed was, but it wasn't getting enough sun. So it was like, it wasn't growing too well. So I transplanted her here about a week ago, and she seems to be doing a lot better. So that's her. And then, of course, we got all these strawberry plants. This one here this is my pink lady apple. She's gotten tall. Like I said, she's recovering from that situation. I won't talk too much about it. Don't worry about it. I know it's a HIPAA thing. I'll keep your medical situation to a minimum. More strawberries. This one here is a Brayburn apple. Like I said, recovering. Strawberries. And over here, in these little cups, so this is rhubarb. This is rhubarb, this is rhubarb, this is rhubarb that I'm going to move in different places in my garden. This is a little rhubarb too. These are Leland cypress that I tried to sprout from cuttings off of you can probably see it from here, the big Leland cypress is over there. Now those were probably about don't mind the mess, that's my work area. Those were about the size of, they came up maybe to like a little bit past my knee when we first got them. This was about maybe 5 or 6 years ago. And they provide like a border from the road. So I'm gonna put more over here. I'll show you in a few minutes. But with these, it looks like this one actually took, I thought this one was gone, but then I started seeing more green come through. Like this is new right here. And the same with this one. I thought this was gone, but then I saw this little green sprout there. So I'm thinking they're probably trying to pull through. In these other cups, I tried to sprout some grapes that didn't catch. They were store-bought grapes that I liked. And it makes me wonder why they didn't do anything. In these two pots here, I've got some peach seeds. That little thing is a baby fig that I'm hoping catches. I want to say that one is that's a black mission fig as well. And then over here we have a baby Violet de Bordeaux. They all came from like me kind of trimming and cutting these fig trees. So hopefully they'll catch and they'll grow as well. But let me show you the area where I'm gonna put the Leland cypress. All right, so if you look here, this was actually a small cutting as well. It was little, so that one is doing really good. Then you got this big gap, then you got another one that was a cutting that's doing really well. And then this one, which is doing well. So I needed one to put right about here, in between number 2 and number 1. So between those 3, one of them will have the honor of taking that place. You know, I try to tell them, you know, you better work hard for it. You know, they're trying, but you know, they got to get off the struggle bus. But I'm also going to be within the next tragedy. Oh my God, tragedy. I'm going to be planting more fall stuff over the next week or 2. I'm going to try, I got some kohlrabi seeds. I'm going to put some of those down. And I'm going to try a few other things as well. But that's my little garden tour. I appreciate y'all coming through and taking a look at this. I promised Honey Bee that I would get this stuff cleaned up as far as like the excess stuff. Look at this. God. Now, is that the sign of a hard worker, or is it just the sign of somebody that does stuff and just don't put the stuff away when he gets done? Y'all let me know. All right, family, peace.